everyone, welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jem, and let's get to it. So today we are doing My Life in Books, the book tag. I have done something similar to this in the past, but this one is different, but also kind of similar, but different enough for it to be possibly interesting. Anyway, let's dive on it. Also, look at this. It's new. Isn't it grand? I have this one too. I don't know if people have seen it. So, yeah, now I'm mythical. Mythical go! So, the first question in this tag is find a book to match each of your initials. So, I've done my first name, my middle name, and my last name. So, that's Bez, is B-E-S, which is also my real almost my real name, Beck. Clearly I am with it today. I have the big brain energy. So for my initials, I have picked Blood of Olympus for B. I have picked The Elites of Eden for E. Also, I find it so difficult to find books that start with E that I actually like. I can't find one. Like, I found everything, but I hate that book so much. I mean, I don't hate it. I find it annoying in some areas. Anyway, and for S, I picked Siege and Storm because I really did like that one. It's so, like, that series, I need to sit down and talk about it because, man, my brain exploded. Number 2 is count your age along your bookshelf and pick up whatever book's there. So I did this just off screen because my room's a mess and you don't want to see that shit. Anyway, I'm 23. I know I don't look it. No, I'm kidding. Heaps of people say I'm younger than I am. Like, people always say, oh yeah, you're 19 or 18. I'm like, what makes you think that? But I see because I'm quite dumb sometimes. Anyway, I counted along my shelf and it happened to be A Lady's Guide to Piracy in Petticoats, which I feel like is a sign now that I should read it. You tell me in the comments, I don't know. Decide my books because I don't know what to read. I'm stuck in a Bridgerton, like, hole. I mean, I love it there, but oh my god, I'm stuck in a hole. Number 3 is pick a book that is set in your city or country, and I decided to go with The Flywheel. It's in Sydney. I do not live there, but I live in Australia, so I decided to pick that one, and I really love it. I love that book so much. It makes me die every time. Hits me hard in the feels, but like in a good way. No one dies, happy ending, it's queer, good. That's all I need in my life. Happy queer endings. Number 4 is pick a book that represents a destination you wish to travel to someday. And so I'm going with The Lord of the Rings because I really want to go there. No, well, obviously not to Middle Earth, to New Zealand where the film was shot. You get me. Anyway, I recently watched all the films with my siblings. I absolutely love them. All I need to do now is read the books because I haven't read them. I own them. But I'm a fake fan. I have not read them. Yeah, I have 2 friends that are obsessed with, like, that series, so I should probably read it, you know, to understand what they're talking about. But I kind of feel like I'm there because I've watched the movies, and they're fun, you know. I really liked the second one and the first one. The third one felt like a descent into madness a little bit. But I did like them. Because I know heaps of people that don't. So, that's problematic. Number 5 in this tag is pick a book cover that is your favorite color. And I decided to go with Kate in Waiting by Becky Apatali. I recently got it and I have not read it yet. But it is my favorite color. I love pink. Pink is just amazing. As a kid, I didn't appreciate pink. Because I was very against being anything. Look, I was very tomboy as a child. Still am, kind of now, but I'm a bit more feminine than I used to be. I used to wear shirts with collars. Anyway, that is sidetracking now. I hated pink back then, but now I love it. Pink is high tier color. I love it. Number 6 in this tag is pick a book that you have the most fondest memories of, and I decided to go with Percy Jackson. Bet everyone could guess that. I've talked about Percy Jackson like so much on this channel, like relentlessly. It is amazing. I love it like probably more than Harry Potter. But I have said in other videos why it's really important to me, so I won't spell on about it. But basically, he's just a very relatable character to me, and I love him so much, and I love the world that's set in. Number 7 in this tag is name a book that you had difficulty reading. And I have difficulty reading a lot of books because I'm dyslexic. So, like, all of them. Anyway, I'm gonna push past that and difficulty reading as in it was a bad book. I'm gonna go with In the Time We Lost by Carrie Hope Fletcher. It really annoys me to say that because I really do like her other books, but this is her most recent one, and I'm just like for young adults, and I had like so many issues with it. Like, I felt like in the others there was kind of like character and there was like interesting story, but this one only had like a vaguely interesting story, and the characters just felt like so two-dimensional, and I really didn't like that. Also, the story made no sense to me either. Like, there's a whole thing that happens, like, it's kind of like, I love books and movies that do like that whole, like, you're living the same day and then you don't have any recollection on like previous days, or at least in this one it's like that. I do like it when they have recollection that they have lived this day before. Anyway, and there was just a lot of like stuff that I feel like she just shoved in there that I was just like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this happening? And then the ending was just so devastatingly sad that I was like, why did we read all that just to get to this point where it's so sad? Like, I just don't get it. It was a struggle. I finished it though. I did it. Question number 8 in this tag, which is also the last question in this tag, is which book on your to be read pile will be your biggest sense of accomplishment if you finish it? And I'm going to go with The Count of Monte Cristo for this one, because that is the biggest book on my shelf, I think, other than the Outlander series. But I feel like I'll be okay. I think I'll fly through Outlander. This one, because it's a classic, I don't think I'll fly through it. I've been putting it off forever. I'm scared of it. But I know the story is going to be so interesting and cool, but I'm also like, do I want to read it though? There's a lot of books I've purchased over the years that I'm like, why did I buy that? Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because as always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!